why don't we jump right in and start talking about this amazing product that you turned me on to?
Yeah, all right. I'm game. Sure,
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a little background on how you found it and what you've been up to?
Yeah, so let me give you my backstory, right? Because it really has to do with the reason I chose this product is because of my esoteric background. So you know this, but a lot of people watching don't know this. I did sacred journeys for about 10 years. And I would work with best-selling authors like David Wilcock, Don Miguel Ruiz, and others. And so that gave me an opportunity to travel the world. And I actually owned a travel company. So I created journeys and learn about energy, learn about esoteric knowledge, learn about crystals and crystal power, crystal energy amplification, and even the pineal crystals in our pineal gland, right?
Right.
So long story short, that's kind of my background. And I had my own spiritual epiphany in July of 2001. So it totally changed my life. So it changed me to really focus my health on holistic only, right? I don't take aspirin. I don't really drink. If anything's going on in my health, I want it to be holistic. So I have some back issues. And I broke my back riding a horse. I was born with scoliosis. I'm 59 years old. I'll be 60 this month. And so I have degenerative disc disease. And my back basically is a mess, right? So my pain level was about an 8 out of 10. And I was just dealing with it, right? It's one of those things you get used to dealing with. But a friend of mine out of the blue contacted me. Now, you and me both know nothing happens out of the blue, right? The universe is always working to move people in and out of your life. You just have to be aware enough to recognize it, right? So, his name is Steve, and he basically said, look, I told him about my back, and he said, you got to try these patches. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not into drugs and chemicals, so I don't really want something going into my body. He said, no, he goes, it uses crystals. So that perked my ears up, right? So I'm like, okay, tell me more. He goes, yeah, the patches basically reflect back your body's own infrared light using crystals. And based upon the spectrum of that light being amplified and reflected back, it triggers reactions in your body. One of those reactions is increasing a copper peptide that is responsible for your stem cell health and circulation. Because when you hit 50 years old, your stem cell circulation and health has dropped by 70% on average, which I didn't know that, right? So I said, okay, I'll try it. Within the first 30 minutes, my pain from when I started trying this went from an 8 to a 2.
Wow.
In the first 32 minutes. So that's how I got started.
That's pretty dramatic. Well, I've only been taking it for 3 days because I got it Saturday. And I have to say, after 2 days, everything seemed brighter to me.
Yeah, interesting, because, well, again, you and me both know what's going on, right? And I think a lot of your audience knows what's going on with the energy coming in, the sun flares coming in. We're being drenched with energy right now. And those of us who are on the awakening path understand we want to be building up our bodies to hold higher frequency, right? Because everything's energy, right? So your body is got to be tuned right to hold higher vibrating energy, or you'd basically short circuit. I truly believe, and I would tell you this, I would probably tell your audience this, because I am telling your audience this, is these patches actually are going to help us hold a higher light quotient for those of us who are focused on expanding our consciousness. I think that's kind of a side effect, so to speak, that my intuition is telling me. And so I just went all in with them because I had such great results and am having such great results.
Well, that's exciting. And so you've been sharing it with other people because you want them to get the benefits.
Well, yeah. And again, we'll look at from an esoteric standpoint, right? It's all about sharing. Everything is shared in truth. Our identity is shared in truth, right? Oneness. There's one creation, and all souls are awakened in that one creation. We share each other. You're a part of me, I'm a part of you, all in one, one in all. So sharing is when you share something, you increase it, you amplify it, right? When you share an idea, you amplify that idea. So for me, it's not about doing work or a job at this point in my life. It's a mission to help people get healthy and get their body vehicles in a place where they can hold higher light. And I believe that these patches enable people to do that. Plus, it gets them out of physical pain. I'll tell you some of the things. I've been on the patches for 2.5 months, right? I'm going to tell you some of the things it's done for me from a physical standpoint. My hair is thicker, and I used to get a haircut every 5.5 weeks. I get it every 3.5 weeks. My nails used to have grooves in them, right? They used to have ridges. They're all clearing up. My age spots have lightened up by about 60%. I put on 10 pounds of muscle at age 59, and I don't take testosterone therapy. I don't take growth hormone. I'm only on the patches. So I was able to put on muscle. When most people say you can't put on muscle, I put on muscle 10 pounds in 2.5 months. So for a lot of people, that doesn't mean, but what if you put on 3 pounds of lean muscle, right? So, and then what else happened to me? My face, I've had eczema on my face. I've been able to reduce that so far by 50%. So all told, in just 2.5 months, I've had major physical recomposition going on, and I can't wait to look at the results at 6 months.
Nice. Now, how long has this company been around? It's been a while, hasn't it, that it started?
Yeah. The company it has a single owner. It's a private company, which is great. And it's been around for 15 years. And it's probably about a $300 million a year company. So it's a big company. Now, the stem cell patch has only been around since 2019. But there are 7 different patches. Some patches help sleep if you have problems sleeping. The glutathione patch will help lower inflammation in your body, which Harvard just came out with a study that just said 2 out of 3 deaths is caused by chronic inflammation, right?
That's right.
They have patches for mood called Nirvana to help elevate your mood for all the people that have anxiety. I have my daughter on that patch. My 22-year-old daughter is on that patch. So they have 7 different patches, but the king of all the patches is the X39, because that's the stem cell patch. Stem cells, they're the ones that rejuvenate your body, and the stem cells are the genesis cells that repair your body, which is crucial if you're over 50. I mean, I just can't stress that enough, how important that is.
And these patches are really tiny. I have one on the back of my neck right now.
I have one on right here.
Oh, right. Show them they're just little round patches.
Yeah.
You don't feel them. You don't really see them under your clothes.
And they're waterproof.
Right. I took a shower with one on and it didn't fall off.
Yeah. They're great. And the company's international. They're in 70 different countries.
Wow. So they're Asia, Europe, Canada, all over the world, South America.
Yeah. So if you're on social media and you have a social media, impact of following, and you got involved, like I've gotten involved, and you want to be able to serve people that the universe will bring to you from different countries. Like I have people in South Africa on the patches. I have people in Thailand looking at the patches. I have people in Romania looking at the patches. So that's really, really important. If you would, if people decide to do this as a side business, home-based business, which I'm doing, as I take care of my mother, I'm a full-time caregiver. It's perfect for that.
And you can also just be a customer if you so choose.
Yeah, I mean, most people just want to get the cheapest rates, right? They want wholesale rates. So you join. It's free to join. It doesn't cost anything to join. You get your own online store, and then you just buy wholesale from your own online store. whenever you want, and you don't have to be on a monthly subscription.
Nice.
You buy what patch you want when you want.
Yeah, they don't ask for your identification, like your, you
Don't
know,
ask for your social security number or anything like
Yeah.
that.
yeah. Well, this is exciting, and I can't wait personally to see how it starts to transform me and affect me in a positive way, because I feel a little bit of a change for sure.
Well, you want to, people have to know the X39 is repairing and rejuvenating from the inside out. So you really want to evaluate it at 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, and a year
Right.
to really see major results. It's not one of those things where you just put it on and you're going to have immediate results. However, the pain patch, when you put that on, there is immediate results. Like my pain went down within 30 minutes.
That's exciting, because I know an awful lot of people that suffer from chronic pain.
Oh, joint pain, neuropathy,
Yeah.
Parkinson's, even kids on the spectrum are getting great results. So yeah, it's absolutely excellent.
Well, this is great. I'm going to put a link below where people can, check it out and sign up if they want to. And you've also said that if people want to sign up, you're very hands-on. I know you have.
Absolutely. Anyone who signed up that had questions about the patches, that might be interested in expanding
Right.
by sharing the patches, then I'd be more than happy to work with them, because I do it full time from home.
Nice. That's exciting. And yeah, and you've got some great stories, I'm sure, about David Wilcock and some of the metaphysical.
Oh my God. I could tell you stories. Like, I took David to Egypt and we were initiated inside the Great Pyramid together. And, when you go on a sacred journey, stuff happens, right? Because you're there with intent, and everyone starts to have different experiences. And I won't get into it now. That's a different live maybe we could do. But I've investigated crop circles in England with David, in King Arthur mythology. We did a cruise called Healing the Atlantean Wound with David. That was our first trip that we ever did together. We went to a chateau up in Canada where it's a huge UFO base up there. I put together a Hawaii retreat with him where we swam with dolphins. David's not a very good swimmer, just so you know. So I did a lot with David. We became very close, and I did all his sacred journeys for over 7 years.
Nice. Well, you've got some good stories there to tell, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
But thank you very much for sharing all this information. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are going to take a look at this and start ordering it, because I'll tell you, I have felt a shift. There's no doubt about it.
Well, and it comes with a money back guarantee. So if on your first order, if you didn't get the results you want, you get your money back. So there's no risk, and it's fully guaranteed, but I've never had anyone actually do that. That's how powerful these patches are.
Very nice. Thank you, Kevin.
All right, Rebecca, thanks for having me on.
All right.
God bless and love and light to everyone on.
Bye-bye.